Permanent is one. In the battle, lost my finger. Mike became my arm. Pistol nozzle, it's a nasal. Blood become.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to 910 Gang. Ooh, dang, I messed that up. Excuse me. Welcome back to 910. Raised, for the people who don't know, Jalen McNair. For the people who do, thank you for showing love and continue to embrace what I'm doing. I appreciate that. I'm sorry if my energy not that high. I had duty yesterday. Like I told y'all before, I am in the Navy. But let's go and get into what this video is about. Why did I buy a motorcycle? Y'all comment why y'all think I bought a motorcycle, and then we'll go from there. But first thing, we got a couple of errands to run. Got a couple care packages to send off, so we're gonna go and get that done, and then from there we'll get into the reason why I decided to buy a motorcycle. Yeah, she sound good. I'm back in the car, and so the topic we was on now was, why did I decide to buy a motorcycle? Reason number one, because I'm grown. Nah, let me stop. But honestly though, it's something I always imagined having. Even when I was growing up, when I was younger, back home they got this motorcycle club called, I think it's Whole Shots or whatever. And doing parades or doing like family events and stuff like that, you always see them like riding on bikes, whether it's street bikes or cruisers or whatever it may be. And I thought it was always cool. And then since I was younger till now that I'm somewhat of an adult, I was like, yeah, I definitely want me a bike. And now I'm in a fortunate enough position to be able to do so. So I looked out and ended up finding a Harley Davidson from a guy that my dad had suggested me. And then I went and looked at the bike, debated about it for about a week or two, and then I ended up finally deciding, like, hey, I think a bike is something that I really, really want. But I didn't just decide in the time frame of 2 or 3 days, I decided, I've been looking at bikes for the past almost year and a half, and just seeing them, I always wanted to get a bike, or a motorcycle, most people call it. And I'm a bigger guy, so I'm not a huge guy, but I'm a bigger guy, so my whole time of doing just searching for a bike, I always see people on the street bikes, but I got big, excuse me, I know my mama gonna watch this, but I got big ass shoulders, so I can't be on no street bike looking crunched up. I'm a little crazy. So I believe in my mind, well, not even in my mind, but I personally like the way cruisers or street guys look. Street guys or cruisers or baggers or touring bikes, however you want to call them. Me personally, they look way better than a street bike. I mean, don't get me wrong, street bikes are cool, they're lighter, they're faster, but like I said, growing up, a lot of the older cats, the old heads, all they rode was the street glides or the bagger style of bikes, and they look cool. So it's something that always stuck with me. And then also back home, well, it's not in North Carolina, but it's in South Carolina and the Carolinas. They always have Bike Week. So Bike Week is a huge event that a lot of Carolinians, and not just Carolinians, but a lot of folks on the East Coast from all over go every year. It's more history into it than people think. But most people just think it's about you just riding bikes up there. I mean, yeah, it is, but it's a lot of history that goes behind Bike Week as well that people don't know about. So, therefore, growing up seeing all them bikes at Bike Week, and then also seeing other people ride around and stuff, so it always made me want a bike. So your next question may be, what kind of bike did I get? You guys can probably already kind of hint and think about what I probably got. Yes, I did get a Harley. I didn't want to go $25,000, $30,000 deep on my first bike, especially since I know what comes with new things. You have that period of where you may or may not drop them, but it all just depends on you. So these people looking at me recording and driving. I know this is probably legal, but it is what it is. So yeah, I end up getting a Harley Davidson. Like I said, it was through a guy that my dad suggested me. It's a 2000 Road King, Road King Classic. She's black with a lot of chrome accents. I know most people like the blacked out bikes, or they like the ones with less chrome. But me personally, the chrome looks good, especially when it's shining and polished correctly. So yeah, but in the meantime though, I'm about to go and take these care packages to get them shipped off to my baby girl, and then we'll continue with the store. Well, y'all, I thought I was gonna drop off some packages, but I guess not. They closed today, so oh well. Stuff happens, so. Back to the story though. Alright, so back to the story, y'all. So yeah, a bike is something that I've always wanted and I always dreamed of having. And then now that I finally have one and I'm learning how to ride, I'm learning how to do some of the maintenance on it. I mean, I know how to do basic car changes and oil changes and things of that nature, but a bike is a whole another thing now that I'm learning about it. For people who are deciding to get a bike, if you got the money for the dealership, take to the dealership. But half of the stuff is pretty much simple that you can do yourself. And instead of you paying the dealership $300-$400, or I think it's $275 at the Harley dealership for an oil change, you can do it yourself for like $60. It may take you a little longer, but I mean, that just depends on what type of person you are. So also, with you getting bikes, just know if you have issues or you start taking it apart, nothing on that bike is placed for you or is made easy for you to get to or to work on. Typically, sometimes it may take you a little longer, or it's a pain in the ass. Because that's currently what I'm going through right now with this 2000 Road King. I'm basically going through doing the oil change, spark plugs, power main housing, clutch oil, transmission fluid, new LED lights, like things of that nature. But we'll save that for another video. I'll show y'all some of the upgrades I've done so far. So, but yeah, if getting a bike is something that y'all inspired to do one day, you should definitely do it. The feeling you get of just feeling the motor rumble and that sound of a touring bike or a Harley, I guess you could say, I love it. So I can't complain about it at all. But the Harley that I have now was not my first choice, because I was going to get an Indian. Only because I like being different. But like I said prior, I didn't want to be $20,000, $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 on a bike and not knowing whether I was going to like it or ride it a few times and never touch it again, you know. So therefore, I played it safe stayed within my means and got something. Yes, it's used, but it's paid for, and that'll be my biggest suggestion. Unless you've been riding for a while, you just know what you want. But me, I'm very new to the whole, I guess as people call it, bike life or the motorcycle world. So I'm definitely excited, and I have a lot more content coming to y'all. I just appreciate y'all for subscribing. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I'm very thankful for who is watching and the subscribers I do have. And y'all don't forget the most important thing, and I'm gonna say this at the end of every video. You know what? Come a little closer. I'm gonna say this at the end of every video. The most important thing of the day is that family time. Don't forget, call your mama, call your daddy, call whoever your loved one is. Tell them you love them. You never know when you might not get the chance again. Remember, that family time is key. Peace. Much love to y'all. Y'all leave your comments down below. Y'all like it. Y'all show some love. And peace out. 910 gang. Got another video dropping soon. Peace.